Hey, what's up? Today is Thursday, the 17th of October. I've completed my 30th flight. I'm 37.9 hours in right now, and today is another good day. I wasn't able to do today's main mission due to weather. However, I still put some work in, got some work done, got my feedback, and now I know what I need to be doing for the next flight. So 30 flights in seems like a lot, but actually, it feels like it was just yesterday. I was at my first flight, then my first 10 flights, then 20, then 23 when I had my first solo, and now 30. Wow, 30 flights, 103 landings so far. My first 100 was done today. Actually, I had 8 landings today because we were in the circuits. Initially, today was supposed to be my solo cross country. I would have gone to Vernon Field and back, but there's a low pressure system off to the to the south of the island, and that affected the weather a lot, like really a lot. So of course, safety first over than anything. I can always get that milestone later. However, yeah, it would have been nice to be able to do cross country, but at the end of the day, I was able to still get a flight in this week, still able to retain my training from the last flight before. I was able to perform as well as the last flight before, if not even better. But let's talk about today's flight. So it was 2 normal landings, 3 short field landings, and 3 soft field landings. All of those were done to standard. However, the soft field landings are definitely where I'm lacking the most. Inversely, I also did short field and soft field takeoffs, and those were done without any problem. A lot easier to do the takeoffs than, do the landings, of course. My normal landings, especially today, completely fine. I guess you could call them greasers if you wanted to, but I'm pleased to know that I'm able to now consistently hit that normal landing attitude and all the approach and everything like that. So no issues as far as my normal landings are concerned. The short field landings is just really a regular approach, but you're flying slower, and then as you touch down, you're braking immediately, flaps up immediately. You don't play around, because if you're on an actual short field, you need to make sure that you stop in time. Soft field landings, however, you still fly it like a regular approach. So you think that it's no big deal, but you also have to make sure that the landing itself is as smooth as possible, because you're coming into a grass or muddy or sandy strip, and you need to make sure that when you land, you don't sink into the ground. You can't afford to sink into the ground by exerting too much force, because that's what a hard or a non-soft landing will end up causing. You have to ensure that you keep that soft touchdown to ensure as little force is exerted into the ground. Again, you think that, okay, it's just a regular approach, a regular landing, but you just want to really make it smooth. And I thought so too, but honestly, it's a lot harder than I thought when you actually put it into practice, to the point where I think my regular normal landings that I did today were much more soft field landed than any of the actual intentional soft field landings I did. But there's more than that as well. You also have to ensure that you maintain back pressure after touching down on the main wheels, because you want to keep that nose wheel off the ground for as long as possible until you're really slow, because you're in a soft, grass, muddy, sandy field. If you put too much brakes, there's a chance that the nose wheel might dig in and then the plane tips over. We don't want that. There's an aspect to it post touchdown as well. However, that part is fine with me. I just need to make sure I can actually make the landing itself soft. But room for improvement. I was going to be working on something new. If it's not improving my regular landings, hey, now I get to improve my short field or soft field landings. So now I have something new I can do on the simulator and make sure I can get that as well up to date. Today's flight went well, and as I mentioned, 37.9 hours in. Until at the time until 40, I'm definitely going over 40. However, it's not the end of the world, because if my goal is continue flying, I would have passed 40 hours regardless. So all that 40 hours is really, it's a reference I can look back to see how far or how better I could have done certain things. But other than that, I was going to pass 40 hours. It's not the end of the day. I'm definitely reaching within the last legs of everything right now. Definitely going to be an interesting last couple of flights. I initially was supposed to be ready for the check ride by the end of October, but due to the frequency at which I'm able to put out these flights right now, more likely looking at the end of November. However, I'm not discouraged. I just need to keep on working and keep on making sure I can get the mission completed. But other than that, that's pretty much all I have to share with you after this 30th flight of mine. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment on how it could have been better. And if you want to continue seeing content like this, remember to subscribe to the channel, because I'm always going to be putting out videos like this, talking about becoming a pilot in Jamaica specifically, and everything else associated with that. Other than that, my name has been Robert Watson. Remember to always be improving, and I'll see you again very soon. God bless.
Yeah. I only tell you the truth. I ain't got nothing to lose. Yeah. I gave my life to God and I'm still ballin'. Ain't nobody that can tell me I ain't all in. Late at night I hear the devil steady calling me. That's when I pray to the Father that He give me strength to fight these monsters.